Good evening tonight. Volume is high, and so are the spirits on Wall Street. A record-breaking session to end the week with all three major markets closing at an all-time high. And it comes as the Republicans in Congress are edging ever closer to an historic victory on their tax plan. So, join me at the Trading Post as we put this into perspective. No question with the Dow, the S&P and the Nasdaq, we have green all across the board today and with record highs. So how many records, where do we stand so far this year? The Dow now has 69 records, S&P 61, and the Nasdaq has hit a record 71 times so far this year. The Dow ended a record. It's the fourth time this week that it's had this record. And the S&P with 61 is on track to have made gains every month this year. If that happens, and it looks like it will do by the end of the month, then that would be the first time in history that it's happened. Now, one of the reasons why we saw extreme volatility during the course of the day was its quadruple witching day at the New York Stock Exchange. What that means is options, futures, and the cash market, various contracts all expire at the same time. And when you put it like that, then you manage to get huge volatility. For example, the best part of 200 million shares had changed hands just at the open alone. And we were heading towards 700 million by the close of trading today. Europe still lags somewhat on the records. We haven't had any really new, we haven't had any new all-time highs on the FTSE, the DAX or the CAC for some time. Speaking to me earlier on the trading floor of the New York Stock Exchange, the global head of listings told me it had been a strong year all round, reinforced when you look at those numbers.
It's been a strong year for U.S. capital markets. It's been a great year for the New York Stock Exchange. Last year, worst year in over a decade for capital raising, equity capital raising. This year, we had 88 new listings on the New York Stock Exchange, raised more than double we did last year. And the pipeline for next year is strong, too.
Why do you think that is? What is it about I mean, or is it just one of the things that goes in cycles and favors?
Well, it's a little. The IPO window is open, and what that means is that volatility is low and stable. Interest rates are low but telegraphed to steadily rise. The companies that have gone public this year have performed well by and large in the weeks, months, and quarters following their listing, and there's strong investor confidence.